Hi everyone, and welcome to the World Boxing Union Welterweight Tournament using 4-Dice Championship Boxing, the game. Kevin Elias with you. Glad to be here with you. Now let's get right to it. Here are the contestants for this first ever championship tournament. Vernon Forrest will take on Sean Porter. It'll be Colin Jones against Sugar Shane Mosley. Simon Brown will beat Young Corbett III. Kip Diggs against Floyd Mayweather Jr. Pepino Cuevas meets Roger Mayweather. Earl Spence Jr. takes on Hedgeman Lewis. And Meldrick Taylor will take on Adrian Bronner. It'll be Ike Corte against Terrence Crawford. It is the retired against current fighters. These fighters drawn at random selection. In our 4-Dice Boxing universe, we will have two different boxing organizations. This being the first, the World Boxing Union. They'll crown their champion in various weight divisions, and our other division will also include their champions. So we're going to get right to it just to get you an idea and make you familiar. Here's what the tournament charts look like for 4-Dice Boxing. We've got the main boxing chart that includes the foul chart, cuts, and injuries. Very common to the 4-Dice Boxing game. There'll be the knockdown chart, if a knockdown should occur, and then the TKO and the TKO checks as well. And, of course, here is the quick play method, which each boxer will roll two 10-sided dice, numbers 1 to 100, and that score will be added to each boxer's base score, and that'll arrive at where we're at unless an event occurs. An event will occur during the match if doubles are rolled or if a sequence is rolled. So the game plays very similar to 4-Dice Championship Boxing, the full play game. It's just a quick play version where each boxer will get one roll to see what the result is and see what the final outcome of the match is. Now, what we're going to be doing in the quick play version for the big fights, championship or ranked fights, is each boxer will receive 2 dice rolls in the match, which will further enhance the outcome, one to the benefit of the favorite boxer, and 2 giving the underdog a chance with 2 good successful dice rolls to pull off a big win. So let's get to it. The first match of the day, Vernon Forrest taking on Sean Porter. And we're rolling the dice. Here we go. 91. That is a big number for Vernon Forrest. 91. That will be added to his 112 rating, and he has 203 in the match. So 203 for Vernon Forrest, looking good with a 41-3 record against Sean Porter, coming in with a record of, I believe, 54-8. Here we go. Sean Porter rolls a 22. That is a bonus. So let's go to the chart. 22, weak defense from the opponent. Re-roll. Weak defense from the opponent, a re-roll. And we're going to see here, if it comes out between 60 and 80, there's a cut chance. 81 to 100 will be a knockdown, or at 10 points and roll again. So here we go. Let's see what happens here. And the roll is a 30. 30, so that would indicate a 10-point and roll again. So let's go back here. So Porter gets 10, and he gets to roll again. Nothing big there. Would have been nice to see him get something, but nonetheless, here we go. So a roll again. Sean Porter gets 10. Let's see what his score is. 64. So it's a 64 plus the 10 gives him 74. Plus the 97, it's not going to be enough for a win. The final matchup, 203 to 171. So 203, let's divide it here. 203, simple math, 203 0.3 minus 171.1. It's a difference of 32.2. And if we look at our chart, 32.2 is a unanimous decision. So Vernon Forrest wins by unanimous decision in the 10-round bout with Vernon Forrest beats Sean Porter. So winner right here, and we move on. The next fight, Colin Jones, 26-3-1 against Sugar Shane Mosley. Here we go. The dice roll, 97. Beautiful dice roll for Colin Jones, who might be pulling an upset. Well, both fighters were evenly matched. Shane Mosley with a 54. That is a sequence number. No, it's not. No, it has to be a sequence going the other way. If you look at our numbers here, it has to go the other way. 54 is not. It has to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Not the other way around, 5, 4. So no sequence there. 5, 4 is the number for Shane Mosley, and it will not be enough, as Colin Jones will pull the victory, 193 to 152.7. And let's look at it. That's a difference of 40.3. 40.3 if the match has to be 45 plus to be a possible TKO stoppage. So it's a unanimous decision win for Colin Jones. So 2 matches in the books, 2 unanimous decisions. Next up, Simon Brown, 47-12 against Young Corbett III with 123 victories. But Simon Brown, the heavy favorite in this one. The dice roll is a 72. Nice dice roll for Corbett. Nice numbers. He has 155. Here's Young Corbett. Just a 10. That is a double-double, an 11 roll for Young Corbett. An 11 is a knockdown. A knockdown. Here we go. A knockdown is 20 points. We'll also check for a TKO for this, but let's look at the knockdown chart. First, we have to look at Young Corbett. His knockdown rating is just a 20.6. So it's a 20.6. If you look at the knockdown chart, 20.6 is going to be 59 or less. Let's see what the roll is. Now, this is where you have to get the 2 6-sided dice, and then you have to add them. What we need to do here is we need to find Young Corbett again is a 20%. Simon Brown, though, his defensive rating is a 0. So that will not change the dice roll. Let's roll the dice. Here we go. The dice roll is a 2, and that's just considered, that is a 9 count. Whoa, a 9 count. Almost got him. Did Young Corbett, but did not. He'll get 20 points, as you see here, though, for the knockdown. 20 points, and he gets to roll again. So Corbett will roll again with the 20 already in the bag. So we'll have to mark down. So result was knockdown. He did get knocked down. KD 9 count. All right. So 20 points already to Young Corbett. Let's see what his roll is. His roll is a 66. It's a double-double again. Whoa. So 66. So we already know he has 20 points here. And he rolls again and gets a double-double 60. 66, which is a cut. A cut to the boxer. So add 10 and check the cut chart. We still didn't check the TKO, which we got to do that. Let's do that first if we could, real quick. Not that it'll matter much because Simon Brown is a 0. So let's go to that TKO chart early on. But we know we got a cut coming. Again, we're rolling the 2 12-sided dice. First TKO check is a 10. It is a TKO, never mind. Roll it off, count it off. It's a TKO win for Young Corbett. Don't even worry about that second dice roll. He wins it with a TKO. They stop it. TKO win for Young Corbett. You gave him the 20 points for the knockdown there. Now we've got to find the outcome. When did it occur? So let's go back to our quick play chart. Let's roll and see. So the first thing we're going to do is roll 4 dice. Of course, as you know, because it is 4 dice boxing, to find out what round it occurred in, and then we'll go from there. So 4 dice. We got our 4 here, which we're not showing you on the screen. Let's roll them. It is 17. So it's a 10-round fight. 17 is round number 7. So 7th round TKO. We like to get the time. We're going to need to roll a D6 to find out what minute it was in. It was in minute number, it was 2, so it's a minute number 1. And then let's roll the D6 to find out. We're going to roll a D6 and a D10 to find out the actual time. And we're at 34 seconds. 34 seconds of the round. 34 seconds of round number 7. Winner, TKO, 34 seconds, round number 7 for young Corbett. So that is how quick play boxing works. Again, the chances of getting a result occur on doubles and occur on sequences. Sequences from small to large, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, all the way to 9, 10. And that is the possibility for something happening. After that, if nothing has occurred and we go to the scorecards, we look at the differential to find out what actually was the result of the match. Was it a draw, majority draw, split decision, unanimous decision, or if it was 45 or greater, we're going to be checking for a TKO stoppage. So let's go to the next match. Kip Diggs against Floyd Mayweather Jr. This should be a good one, but Floyd Mayweather Jr., of course, is the favorite in this one. So let's roll. For Kip Diggs rolls a nice 75. It is a very formidable score, but he's going against the likes of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather comes in with a 109 rating. Here it is, the roll, 65. Now 65, you would think, is it a sequence? No. It would have to be a 67. 56 would be the sequence. So he rolls a 65, does Mayweather. 65. Now we piece it together here. And we get a final count of 174.2 minus 154. 174.2 minus 154.1. It's a difference of 20. It's going to be a closer fight. 20. It's still going to be a unanimous decision, but not by much. That means Diggs did pretty good. So winner, unanimous decision. Okay. Change that there. You decision. Decision. There we go. Next matchup, we have Pepino Cuevas taking on Roger Mayweather. This is a very close fight. It could go either way. Pepino Cuevas with a 76 rating, Mayweather 75.3. Here's Cuevas. His roll, 35. That is a low roll for quick play. Total, just 111. Roger Mayweather, 64. A better rating, it will get the victory. So Mayweather will win 139.3 to 111. Difference of 28. That's going to be a unanimous decision, as you can see. So winner by unanimous decision, Roger Mayweather. Next up, Earl Spence Jr., a big favorite over Hegemon Lewis. Let's see what happens here. Spence, 54. 54, you want to look, is it a sequence? No, it needed to be 45. So 54. And Hegemon Lewis, he's a big roll. 59, it's a little better, but it's not enough to beat Earl Spence. This should be a TKO chance. 186.1 minus 122.5. So it's a difference of 63. Again, 45 or greater, a TKO chance. That means we'll be looking at Spence. We'll look upon this as a first TKO chance. All right. Hedgeman Lewis is a 3 defensively, so that means we're going to be adding 3 points or 3 dice roll numbers ahead for the TKO. And let's now roll on that. Again, we need 2 6-sided dice. The roll is a 6. 6 plus 3, 1, 2, 3. No TKO here. So the TKO check goes into effect, but Earl Spence will be the winner by unanimous decision. And that's how you play ultra quick play 4-dice boxing. Okay, and finally, we've got 2 more bouts. Meldrick Taylor taking on Adrian Bronner. Bronner's the favorite in this one. Taylor rolls, and Bronner's a current fighter, by the way. Taylor rolls a 24. That is a low number. That's not going to get it done against Bronner. Bronner rolls not good either, a 19. That's even worse. It's going to make this one a close fight, a low-scoring, close bout. Meldrick Taylor, not a knockout artist by any means, but Bronner will have enough as he wins it 118.8 to 99.5. That's a difference of 19. And look at the chart here. 19 still going to be a unanimous decision. Barely a unanimous decision for Adrian Bronner. Okay, in the final bout of the first round of our tournament, Ike Corte, a slight underdog against Terrence Crawford in his unbeaten record. So here we go. The dice roll, as you can hear it in the background, is a 15. Ike Corte, a horrible showing against Crawford. That's going to hurt him. Crawford, a 71, a beautiful showing. Does well, rolls on. We're going to have a TKO try for sure on this one. The difference we know is more than 45, so let's go to it. Crawford is Ike Corte's a -3, so it's going to be hard to beat him by TKO, but he's going to try it anyway. So Crawford will look here, get out the 2 dice, and let's roll them. First column, TKO, check, is a 6 -3, 1, 2, 3. It is a TKO. Whoa, the only low number to score a TKO is a 3, and Terrence Crawford hits it for the TKO win. Wow. Big win there. Winner of the match, TKO. Now we got to figure out what round in that for Terrence Crawford. So let's go to the quick play chart. Again, we're going to roll 4 6-sided dice. Look at our chart to see what round. It comes out 9, 10, 11. So 11 here. And a 10-round fight is 4th round. 4th round. It'll be the first in the roll is a 1, so it's going to be within the first 60 seconds. And now we'll roll the 2 to find out what the time is. 51 seconds. 51 seconds, because it was a 10-sided die was a 10, the 6-sider was a 5, so 51 seconds of round number 4. Terrence Crawford victorious. And there you have it, the opening round of the World Boxing Union Welterweight Championship Tournament. And welcome back to our World Boxing Union Welterweight Championship Tournament. Here are the semifinals, quarterfinals, and championship. Let's start with the quarterfinals. 8 fighters remain in the tournament following the opening round. It was Vernon Forrest taking on Colin Jones. Colin Jones with a split decision win, 143-127.3, a close match throughout with the numbers. Again, using 4 dice, quick play boxing. Floyd Mayweather Jr. wins. He beats Sean Corbett. No surprise here. Wins by more than 40, gets the TKO check, but was not successful. So Mayweather Jr. dances his way to victory. Earl Spence Jr., Roger Mayweather, chance to see Mayweather versus Mayweather in the semifinals. That was not to be, as Earl Spence Jr. TKOs, gets the knockout, win over Mayweather, 52 seconds of round number 7 by the TKO count, the 45 plus, and Earl Spence Jr. victorious. Adrian Bonner, a rookie, well, I should say a current welterweight contender, against Terrence Crawford. Crawford was a nice size favorite, but it was the upset. Adrian Bronner getting the win by split decision over Terrence Crawford, 149.8 to 134.0. Let's go now to the semifinals. This now becomes a 12-round featured attraction. The new introduction to the quick play game. When it's a main event, whether it be a ranked fight or whether it be a championship battle, you roll twice for each boxer. Twice instead of once. Floyd Mayweather Jr. against Colin Jones in the first attraction. Mayweather rolls a mere 20, Colin Jones 53. That should narrow the gap. Colin Jones with the lead towards the second half of the fight, but Colin Jones strikes a comeback and gets a knockdown and scores 83 to Mayweather's 43. That was enough to get the knockdown. Did not get the TKO initially, but did, when you looked at the battle afterwards, the TKO decision going to Floyd Mayweather Jr., losing to Colin Jones in an upset. It was a standing 8 count. Rolled again to see if there was a second knockdown. There wasn't, but the TKO draw gets the win for Colin Jones in the upset, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. loses his first ever match. It comes at 139 in round number 6. In the nightcap, Earl Spence Jr. against Adrian Bronner, a battle of current welterweights. You would think it would be Spence winning, but it was not. It was Bronner with a 99 roll and the quick strike TKO over Spence. Spence gets up, reaches the 8 count, but then the referee comes in moments later and stops the fight. Adrian Bronner with the upset win at 133 in round number 7, marking the championship match between Colin Jones and Adrian Bronner. Let's get to it. There you go. Colin Jones, 243. Bronner, 204.8. Nothing exciting here. The first roll was big because Colin Jones got on him, rolled a 51 to Bronner's 9. That was decisive enough to make a difference. As the second roll, both boxers rolled a 96. Colin Jones gets the win by unanimous decision and is the first ever World Boxing Union welterweight champion. Yes, the great Colin Jones, victorious, and now represents the WBU welterweight division. This has been 4 Dice Quick Play Boxing.